Get your mans. Get your mans, dog. Like, I mean, like, why? What is it with him and D Wade? Like, how about you just be happy with your body of work and leave it at that? Okay?
Yeah, right.
Like,
I mean,
you play, you know, just leave it at that. You play with some great players, you know, but and you got a championship. You got a championship. After which he declared, "I'm the best player in the world." You got your championship.
But yeah,
like,
yeah, right.
Let it go.
Finals
Let it go.
MVP, right? Finals
Let it
MVP
go.
in that moment.
Let it go. You're the truth.
And in that moment,
you're
he
the
was.
truth. Right.
Right. In that
You're the
moment,
truth.
he was. Just like right. We agree, right? When you win the Finals
Right.
MVP, you can talk your stuff for a couple of months.
At a certain point, but at a certain point,
Yeah.
if you really on that level, Michael, you should be above hypotheticals. Like, I don't know who needs to hear this. But when you get to a certain level, you ain't got to compare yourself to other people based on, well, if I was in his situation. Like, no, like, it's not like you're not a Hall of Famer. It's not like you don't have, you know, accolades. It's not like you're not recognized as one of the best players of your era. You don't have to compare yourself to D Wade and talk about what you would have done if you was with players. Like, okay, that's not what in the cards for you, Playboy. You got drafted by the Celtics. He got drafted by the Heat. You know, LeBron took his talents to South Beach. You know, after you were standing in the way of LeBron, because y'all started the Big Three era, the modern Big Three era, I should say, the player-led Big Three era. So, like, come on, man, like, let it go. Like, this should be beneath Paul Pierce. But that's your man, though. That's your man.
No, but
Paul,
it's not.
and Paul,
but hold on.
you cheat at spades too, Paul. He ain't watching this, but Paul know he be cheating at spades too.
He is watching. I'm gonna tell you, it's not beneath him. It's not beneath him. He can be petty, and so this is right on brand. The truth needs to find his peace. Okay, truth needs to find peace.
Set yourself free. Set yourself free. Truth.
Yeah. like Michael, he's got such I never compare myself to Wayne Wade. Yes, you did. Yes, you did, Vincent. No, Vincent, no. It was no. Yes, you did. Who was it? Brad. Yes, you did, Brad.
Yes, you did, Brad. Yes, you did.
All right. Look, he has got. I think part of it is, Michael. There are two things going on here. One. He once told Jackie McMullen a famous quote from Paul Pierce. He said, "I'm a great player on a bad team, and it sucks." So they were bad. This is before KG, before Ray Allen. He was great. Nobody was really paying attention to him. It was almost like the Bradley Beal disease. You know, you balling out, you putting up numbers, but your franchise at that point is a little irrelevant, so you don't make all NBA, not even third team all NBA. And you're like, what's up? All these other dudes getting it, and I'm better than they are. So that's one of his problems. But then the other problem is this LeBron obsession. He's been obsessed with LeBron since LeBron was a rookie. As a matter of fact, he went to see LeBron's first game in the summer league. It was at UMass Boston.
In Boston, right?
I don't know if you remember this.
Yeah.
So he went to see LeBron in the summer league. He said he was going to see a guy named Marcus Banks, who only old school NBA fans remember.
Right.
Celtics drafted him, but he's been paying attention to LeBron every step of the way. And so it's this whole LeBron and LeBron's camp thing that gets him turned around. If D Wade had never played with LeBron, this comparison never would have happened. But D Wade is LeBron adjacent, and it drives Paul Pierce crazy.
That's true. Speaking of LeBron, your man Steph Curry.
Yes, I like this.
Some interesting, some compliments that caught your eye. In addition to his all-time top 5, which he left himself off, I appreciate his wisdom and humility. He also spoke about the complicated nature of his relationship with LeBron James. LeBron, once upon a time, showed up to see Steph Curry. Much like Paul Pierce showed up to see LeBron, LeBron showed up to see Steph Curry at Davidson. Curry's obviously making the rounds. He got his underrated film out, whatnot. And he talked about how it went from like a mentor to a rival. So it's and a mentor and friend to a rival in a contemporary and whatnot. Why did this jump out to you?
I love this. Because I think he's being honest. I don't think this is code for anything else. But this is like the nature of some mentoring relationships. I was just talking to some kids earlier before the show, Michael. I think 25, 26, aspiring journalists. And I was saying to them that, yeah, you find mentors at different stages of your career, but you are constantly searching for them. So your mentor when you're 19 or 20 is not necessarily your mentor when you're 30 or 31. It could be.
That's fact.
But it changes. And I think what Steph Curry is pointing out is that at one point, LeBron is trying to tell him. LeBron won a championship before Steph did. LeBron is telling him about the league and how to take care of your body. And then it got to the point where the mentee is challenging the mentor and taking things from the mentor really wanted. The mentor really wanted to be a unanimous MVP. He really wanted that. The mentor really wanted when they met in those finals and Steph won 3 out of those 4. Yeah, I mean, I think that really bothered LeBron. And not that they're not on speaking terms anymore, but that relationship has changed, and it is complex. So, it's a perfect word choice.
So I'll just say this, and then we'll move on. Make sure you tell your students about certain people in this here journalism business who pretend to be mentors, up until the point when you start to get on their level. Then, like, everybody eats.
Woo!
But you can only have my crumbs and my scraps. I get the big piece of chicken. I ain't gonna go there. We ain't got time for that. But I'm just saying, all mentors ain't what they appear to be. So-called mentors.
But see,
somebody else. We gotta go.
Hold on.
We gotta move.
Real quick.
Okay,
Go ahead.
Go
It's
ahead.
not just journalism.
No, not you. Not you.
And that's what.
Oh no,
I
that's
know.
right.
I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about.
There's a rap.
It's not just journalism.
What is it like? Yeah, like friends become rivals. It's life. That's life. That's life.
It's
People
not just
be like,
journalism.
everybody eats until you start taking what's on their plate. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
Somebody else who got a problem. Austin Rivers. Austin Rivers has a problem with all you stars being specific with your trade demands. Here's Austin Rivers.
Regardless of how good of a player you are, man, the NBA is not, it's a privilege. And if you were a free agent, then you could choose where you were going to go.
Right.
That's the business.
Yeah.
But when you're not and you sign a deal, man, that's part of the business, bro. If you get traded somewhere, like, you got to go play, man. You know what I mean? Like,
for sure.
And this started with like James and Ben and all these guys doing this shit. It's bad for the league. This is why our CBA deal that we just signed, and I don't even want to get heavy into that. That thing is, don't even get me started on that deal. It's a scary dynamic when stars start acting like this. And I'm not a big fan of it. I got to be honest with you. And I'm a big fan of Damian. Everyone knows. I mean, I've had so many battles with him. I've been in many playoff series against Damian, and he's probably one of the hardest players I've ever had to guard in my entire life. Everyone knows the clip where I had to like pray to God when he missed that shot, because that's how good he is, man. Like, you just got to hope he misses sometimes. But I don't like when stars do that, because it's just like, what does every other player do? So because you're a good player, like, you just don't have to show up?
So James Harden has had cryptic social media messages, stories, IG stories. He scrubbed his social media of all things Sixers. Meanwhile, Damian Lillard sits in limbo. And honestly, Michael, real quick, this is all I've been saying about the Lillard situation is like, he requested a trade, there never no trade clause specifically to Miami. If they don't acquiesce to that request, what is his alternative? You only have, your leverage is only as strong as your alternatives. I can't say, yo, I quit and I ain't got another job. Same with James Harden. If they don't trade you to the Clippers, what you gonna do? What say you?
I agree.
Before we go to break.
I agree with Austin Rivers. I was waiting because I kind of wanted to disagree with him, just because he's like an annoying player. He's an annoying player. No, he's an annoying player, but he's right.
I think I do disagree that it's bad for the league. I think it's great for the league.
100% right.
Because we love talking about it.
Hey, thank you for watching Brother from Another. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and do that now. Don't forget, you can catch us 3 to 4 weekdays on PeacockTV.com and on Sirius XM Channel 85.